Mandela Effect. You are standing at a store counter, holding a Kit Kat chocolate bar. Red wrapper, white letters. The kind of snack you have seen your whole life. But then something feels slightly wrong. You look closer. Where is the dash? A lot of people remember it as Kit Kat, with a small dash between the words. It feels natural. It looks correct in your head. You may even feel sure you have seen that dash on wrappers before. Except the official logo does not have one. It is Kit Kat, no dash. That is the Mandela Effect. It happens when many people remember the same detail incorrectly. Science says memory is not a perfect recording. Your brain rebuilds the past using patterns, guesses, and things that simply feel right. Since many brand names use small symbols, your mind may add one where it thinks one belongs. But the strange part is how certain the memory feels. You are not trying to imagine the dash. Your brain insists it used to be there. Maybe it is just faulty memory. Or maybe reality changed one tiny detail and your mind is still holding the older version? Déjà vu. You are walking through a school hallway, or an office corridor, or the aisle of a supermarket. Someone coughs behind you, a door closes, a pen falls. Then a person says a sentence, and before they finish, you already know the last word. Suddenly, the whole moment feels copied. That is déjà vu. Science says it may happen when the brain's recognition system activates at the wrong time. The present gets stamped with the feeling of the past. It is like your mind sees a brand new photo, but labels it old. Most of the time, it lasts only a few seconds. Then it fades, and you feel silly for taking it seriously. But while it is happening, it feels too sharp to ignore. Maybe the brain made a mistake. Or maybe, for 1 second, the universe played the same clip twice, and you caught the repeat. Sleep paralysis. You wake up at night. Your room is dark, but not fully dark. You can see the curtain. You can see the ceiling. You can see the corner where your clothes are hanging. Everything is normal, except your body is not listening. You try to turn your head, nothing. You try to call someone, nothing. Then you notice the shadow figure. It is near the door, or beside the wardrobe, or standing where the room is darkest. It just watches. Sleep paralysis happens when the brain wakes up before the body fully leaves dream mode. During REM sleep, your muscles are partly locked, so you do not act out dreams. Sometimes your eyes open while that lock is still on. Your mind is awake, but your body is still under the dream setting. That explains the freezing. But it does not fully explain why so many people describe a watching presence. Maybe the brain creates a threat because it cannot move. Or maybe the shadow is always there, and sleep paralysis is the only moment your eyes are tuned to the wrong channel. Missing time. You put food in the microwave for 2 minutes. While waiting, you check one notification. Then you look up, and the kitchen is quiet. The microwave finished long ago. The food is cold again. 15 minutes are gone. This is the missing time glitch. The harmless version happens every day. You open an app for a second and lose half an hour. You walk a familiar route and cannot remember half the journey. Your brain was active, but it did not save the details. Scientists explain this through attention and memory. When an action becomes automatic, the brain does not record every second. It compresses boring parts, like a video skipping the empty hallway between 2 important scenes. But some people describe missing time that feels different. They were not entertained. They were not busy. They were just there, then suddenly, later. Maybe the mind edits boring moments. Or maybe time has rough edges. And every now and then, a few minutes fall through the gap. Doppelgängers. You are standing at a bus stop when someone across the road turns slightly and your stomach drops. The face is familiar because it is yours. Not your sibling, not a celebrity who kind of looks like you. Your face, worn by a stranger waiting for the traffic light. The normal explanation is simple. There are billions of humans, and faces are built from repeating patterns. Same nose shape, same jaw, same hairstyle, same tired posture. Add distance and surprise, and the brain can turn a lookalike into something impossible. But doppelganger stories feel strange because they attack one of your deepest assumptions. You believe your face belongs to you. Then the world shows you a duplicate, walking around with no permission. Maybe it is just genetics playing with the same pieces. Maybe it is a coincidence wearing your skin. Or maybe reality uses templates, and one day you meet someone made from the same file. Bystander Effect. A phone slips from a woman's hand on a packed train platform. It hits the ground and slides toward the tracks. Everyone sees it. 5 people are close enough to say something. Nobody does. For a moment, the platform becomes quiet in the wrong way. Now, imagine something more serious. Someone falls in public. Someone cries for help. A crowd forms, but action does not. People look at each other, waiting for the first person to become responsible. That is the bystander effect. The more witnesses there are, the easier it becomes for each person to think someone else will handle it. Responsibility gets divided until it almost disappears. People also fear being wrong, looking dramatic, or making the situation worse. The explanation is psychology. But visually, it looks like a broken game scene. Everyone is loaded in. Everyone can see the event. Yet nobody moves until one person breaks the spell. Maybe people are not NPCs. Maybe they are scared. But if you are ever in that crowd, the glitch ends the second you step forward. Quantum immortality. You almost step into the road, and a motorcycle cuts past so close that your clothes move with the wind. You stop breathing for a second, one step faster, and the story would be different. But it is not different. You are still here. Quantum immortality is a thought experiment connected to the idea of many worlds. It suggests that when an event has many possible outcomes, different versions may branch off. In the darkest version of the idea, your awareness always continues into the branch where you survive. This is not proven science. It is not something to test. It is a strange idea people use to explain impossible luck. The crash that missed by inches. The fall that should have hurt more. The moment that felt like the end, but somehow was not. The normal answer is chance. Most near misses are just timing, but timing is exactly what makes them feel unreal. Maybe you survived because life is random. Or maybe every close call quietly splits the path, and you only ever wake up on the road that still has you on it. And that is what makes real-life glitches so hard to shake. Science can explain the pieces, but explanations do not always remove the feeling. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.